When last we left our intrepid adventurers, there's a commotion outside of the tent flaps. The characters turn to see who it is. It's Paladin Marcus, a former member of their group. He left the party to do a series of special missions for his goddess Chaldesea. Seraph and Scala are happy to see Marcus, as is Australia. Marcus was married to her sister. After swapping hellos, Marcus tells the party that he's been fine doing the ladies' work far away. The other night, though, he said he had a horrible dream, and then he found himself here. The party fills him in on the situation in Mountain Vale. When they mention the Blister in the dungeon, Marcus gets excited, asking questions about the place. As they describe it, he says it sounds exactly like the place in his dream. He said that in his dream, it was 300 years in the future. Scala and Australia relate to him the couple of missions that have been led into the Blister and what they found. Scala mentions that she had used some of her magic to block the gate and keep the sheesh that were coming out from attacking the village. Australia mentions that Thaug had been seen, which probably means that the blocks put on the gates haven't held and are probably slipping. They send a note to Altman Bitter asking if they can be spared for the day to go into the Blister. He makes them take horses and a horse guard. They promise to come back if there's any movement by the Myotians. They start preparing for the return back to the Blister. Ulysses asks the party for their attention. He's quiet. He says that he has to leave. He says that he's traveled far on the world of Mper, but time has come for him to move on and travel onto other worlds. The party is saddened by his departing. Seraph is almost brought to tears, but hides it well. Ulysses the traveler leaves and is never seen again. In a dark mood, the party heads back to the Blister. They get close to the dungeon and are attacked by 3 Thaug. The creatures realize that the party is too strong for them, and they go running off to the north. Marcus is all for hunting them down, but Scala says that if the gate isn't blocked, there could be hundreds of those things before long. They need to stay on task, and they need to get to the gate. They make their way down into the heart of the dungeon. Akai says that there still seems to be part of this dungeon that haven't been explored on the upper levels. The gate is the most important part right now. They get to the gate. It is partially open. Scala opens it a little bit wider for the party to slip through, but she makes sure that it will not close behind them. They go through, and they find themselves atop a tower out in a wasteland. The tower seems to be hundreds of feet high, and there don't appear to be any stairs down. However, arranged around the open-air top of the tower are 14 gates. Looking at the gates, they can tell some of them are closed. One of them, according to Australia, looks like it goes to the time before the barrier, and if they enter it, the person that goes through will not be able to come back. That is the place where the Thaug are coming from. Scala says that maybe it's the many gates in one place that's causing stress on the ability of the transportation devices. She tries to place a ward on that gate. The gate goes black and turns off. Over in the corner, they hear a scream. It's one of the party members. They're screaming at something they see in the gate.